You know how the difference from here to Santo Domingo? It's so quiet here.
Quiet?
Quiet, yeah.
It's because you're used to a little hut, a little hut, a little hut, disco, 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 disco. I mean, that's all you do. All y'all do is go out at 11 o'clock at night and go to the discotheque, discotheque, discotheque. Go to the little food truck.
All she's doing is reminding Luis that he misses his life of disco and food trucks. It's crazy that she's making fun of him for this, but that's what he was doing when she met him, and she thought, hey, he'll be a great father to my kids. And her friend is like, who you talking about? The guy who's drunkenly stumbling from food cart to food cart? You do realize he has proposed to 3 women in the last 2 hours, right? But he's like so charming and handsome. Nope, neither, actually.
But he's like strong and capable and he works hard.
Yeah, no, none of that is true, actually. None of that. Not one thing.
But he's like totally not creepy and weird and possibly a danger to my
Can't
children.
you even name one positive thing about this person? Like, what's one good thing about this relationship? When we last left off, Luis is planning his bachelor party, and it's kind of funny since they're already married and he doesn't plan on staying married. It's almost like a bachelor party for their divorce. Instead of it being his last night as a single man, it's his first night as a single man again. And Molly had the bright idea of getting married to him at the courthouse before their actual wedding, so now if he just takes off, he doesn't have to leave America.
My time with Molly in Dominican was amazing. We got out every night, party, discotheque, beach. In Georgia, everything is not like I thought here.
America is not at all what I thought it was going to be. I was under the impression that everyone was just partying all the time, but there's like responsibilities and stuff, and I have to pay bills. What kind of crazy place is this? I mean, Molly told me she had kids, but she didn't say they weren't into disco. Like, why did I come here?
And I tried to be a stepdad, but this is more harder than I thought will be.
I tried to be a stepdad, you know? I tried my best. I asked a bunch of creepy questions. I bickered with a 6-year-old, you know? Look, my general rule of thumb, I'll give something a good 15 minutes, and if it doesn't work, then it's not meant to be. And I guess being a stepdad wasn't meant to be.
I'm not really worried that Luis might do anything crazy because, after all, he has both of my brothers and my cousin who are going to keep him in line.
Ass Magic City.
Going to the bachelor party.
Oh man, what a group. What's crazy is Molly's brothers seem to really get along with Luis. Like, they haven't had much of an issue with anything. This wasn't the usual story where they were desperately trying to explain to her that it's going to end in a disaster. They were egging it on because I think they wanted a free bachelor party out of it. I think that's all it boiled down to. Luis seems to be doing some kind of marriage dine and dash. Quickly get married, pop a quick bachelor party, then you take off. So I'm not going to show it, but unsurprisingly, Luis has a great time at his bachelor party. In fact, he says it's the most fun he's had since he got to America, and he doesn't want to leave. I thought he's about to throw a tantrum like a child because he doesn't want to leave the strip club.
I don't want to leave, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. Don't make me go back to that horrible woman, please.
We ain't leaving yet.
Hello?
Hi.
Where are you? You're late.
Ah, shit, this is Molly. What should I tell her? How do I explain to her that I just don't want to get married at all and I hate my life and I just want to go back into that strip club? You know what? I'll just tell her we're out bird watching and we'll be back by 3 a.m. She'll believe that, right?
It's my day off.
I know, but I went to my night out and now I'm home and I'm waiting and you said you will be here and it's 10 o'clock.
You can tell from his body language and facial expressions that her voice is the last thing that he wants to hear right now. He's trying to think of anything he can say to just get her off the phone as quickly as possible.
Waiting me like at 3 o'clock, more or less.
3 o'clock. You
Because
said you were coming home at 10.
listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Oh my God. Already.
Hey, listen, you know I'm from a different time zone. How can you hold me to the same standards? In my country, it's a whole hour ahead, okay? I'm still jet lagged from all this shit. I'm trying to blow off some steam. I'd appreciate it if you just hang up the phone and disappear from my life.
my God, my God, my God, my God. What? Oh my God. Listen to me. It's my day off.
I don't even care.
Have a good night. Forget me. Wait me tomorrow. Crazy.
Yeah, just forget her, man. She's awful. You don't need her. Oh wait, that's my sister. Man, how awful is Molly's family to watch stuff like this happen and not even do anything or think anything of it? Although I'm saying this like she's not awful too. You know what? Everybody's just horrible in this situation.
I feel like I got gypped out of my night because I came home and he stayed out longer than he said he was going to. And now we got stuff to do and he's not up. Like, it's not cool.
Wow, it's almost like you're getting married to some immature guy in his 20s who parties all the time. Also, it bugs me to hear her say she got robbed out of her night when her children got robbed out of having any kind of normal life.
Hello? Yeah, you gonna get up today, sometime today?
Last night was like the first fun day I have until I get in here.
This is apparently the face that you make at your fiancé when he stays out till 3 a.m. in his bachelor party. There have been a lot of people who clearly don't care at all about their partner on this show, but I don't know if anybody has been more obvious than Luis. It's not even like he's saying all of the right things. He's saying the absolute wrong things in every situation.
What'd y'all do? Like, did y'all get, like, private dances?
Just drinking, no more. I just saw one stripper, but not in my table. It was so far from me, you know? Baby.
Babe, you don't have anything to worry about. It was a strip club with one stripper. She was way in the distance. You know, all I could see was a silhouette, essentially. She tried to come over to our table, and I flipped that shit and hid behind it. I said, no way, I'm getting married tomorrow to Molly.
Last night, I did so many things.
I know you needed it. I know you needed your time, but I would have liked to have been out longer, too, and you totally, like, told me to come home, and I did.
Yeah, baby, I needed that because here in this home keeps you.
This guy could not demonstrate to Molly any further that he has no interest in being a stepfather. Even more than that, he doesn't want to treat them as family in any way, or even treat them with kindness or compassion. It's not just that this guy isn't ready to be a father. I would be genuinely concerned about the safety of any children around him. And yet Molly has the bright idea to let him babysit her 7-year-old daughter while she goes away. We're gonna get to that later.
I know Luis is having a hard time adjusting, so I'm not taking it personal.
Well, you should take it personally. He just said that he doesn't like being in here in this house with you and your kids.
I need a break.
Well,
need
get
a
used
break.
to it. That's about the only break you're gonna have. It's time to go. You got
Yeah,
stuff to do.
I'm
No more
hungry.
off days.
If you can cook some stuff for me, it's nice.
Hey, I was up all night partying, trying not to think about you in this relationship. It was exhausting. What do you think, I'm not going to be tired and need a good breakfast the next morning at 3 p.m.? If you're not going to respect my time zone, I'm not going to respect anything. Anyway, let's move on to the next scene where Molly and her daughters and Luis all go out for ice cream. And for like 5 minutes, Molly is happy because she thinks they're having a nice family time and that Luis is going to get to know her daughter and that will be a happy family. And Luis is like, hey, I might run out into traffic.
Do you like it?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
You have another napkin? No. Here, I have this one. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Hello.
Damn it, Molly, I'm on TikTok right now. Control your kid. It's crazy seeing her try to force the role of a parent on him. Like, if somebody doesn't want to do that, it's already a red flag. You shouldn't have to force them to. It's one thing to do the best you can and just make mistakes occasionally, but he's not even trying at all. And he clearly has no empathy for her children whatsoever. He tried to convince Molly to send them to live with their father.
You need to learn about how to fix a child. This is your
daughter,
life.
baby. Tú necesitas educar tu hija.
No, you need to help me. She's little. Are you gonna help me? Because this is what's the real deal.
Luis, that's what a stepdad has
You
to do.
see?
So not only is he not helping, but he's just sitting there laughing at the situation while she has to lecture him. She has another child. She has another child now. And the fact that she tries to justify this relationship by saying she's doing what's best for her kids is disgusting.
Only in America, yes, I see. Oh, ay, mi niña. Ay. Ay, stop.
Baby, he's just learning about children.
What? No, oh, he's not just learning about, oh my god. I might lose it. I might lose my mind. How can he say this is only in America when he's in his 20s from a different country and he's acting the same age as her daughter right now? Not only is he not helping as a parent, but he's acting like a toddler and making the situation worse and kind of having this weird bully behavior. Imagine if you're trying to parent your child and the so-called stepfather is just sitting there eating his ice cream going, hey, you need to do a better job. You kind of suck at this.
Mira, pégala de ahí, dale duro. Mira, duro, agárrala y dale duro así. This is so fun. Yes, dale, dale.
No,
Toma, take,
that's
take.
not fun.
Take, crash the wood.
We're in a public place.
Aw, look at Luis just learning how to be a father. So he complains about her daughter being too wild and out of control and saying this only happens in America, and then he encourages her to pick up a wooden chair and smash it into the wall. How can she possibly say he's just learning how to be a father? Oh, he just doesn't understand that you're not supposed to pick up a chair and smash it. We are past giving him the benefit of the doubt. There's no misunderstanding or misinterpretation. He is undoubtedly a malicious person.
For me, it's more happy sleeping than be here with. I want to sleep.
Anyway, things finally reach a boiling point when Molly and Luis have a giant argument. He more or less just pulls an excuse out of thin air as to why he hasn't been treating her nicely and has had a problem with everything recently.
You want my kids to not be here? You want my kid to go live with her dad? You just don't care. You used to say, "Good morning, you're beautiful. How are you? I can't wait to see you."
Hold my bones.
Did he though? Maybe for like 5 minutes, and also it's really easy to do that online. As far as I'm aware, the only times they were really together in person was when she was on vacation, so it was a vacation setting. They weren't living their real lives. There was no test run whatsoever on whether or not he could be a father. She just moved him right in.
You really not speak about this on camera. You have the period now. Everything you speak is like crazy right now. Almost 90% of you speak right now is like, it's not comprehensible.
Yeah, because that's how that works. He's saying that everything she said is a lie and incomprehensible, but all she really said was that she misses the way things were and is upset about how it's going now. Obviously, he's just trying to gaslight her into thinking she's the entire problem.
I never see one Bible here. I never see one something about God here.
What kind?
Yeah, so now he's trying to claim that the big issue is that she doesn't have a Bible and doesn't have enough religious symbols around, even though she does. They actually show them. So yeah, you better get a few more Bibles, otherwise he's just gonna keep acting like a dipshit all day long.
You know brujeria? You understand that? Or you wanna understand?
It's not making sense. Like, he starts in on me about the different types of decor that I have in my house and that I have owls and...
Babe, you really want to know why I'm miserable every day and I don't want to be a stepfather and I just don't give a shit about anything for the last 3 months? You really don't know? You're gonna make me say it? It's that damn owl, okay? Before I saw the owl, things were good. I had hope.
You're blaming an owl with a candle on the fact that you are an ass to my kids.
Exactly.
That you are demanding and commanding of me.
Do you even know the pain and suffering that owl has caused me? Do you even care about my feelings? You know what? I don't think I can get married to somebody who gets mad because somebody else treats their kids like an asshole because they have an owl in their house. So anyway, he reaches his goal of driving her insane, and then he leaves for a few weeks, and she invites him back. And the first thing she says is, "Hey, you want to babysit for my daughter? I have to go out of town."
I am going on a business trip to Kentucky for 3 days.
I am the dumbest person in the world, and every decision I make is incredibly stupid.
Olivia left the house, so I'm really counting on Luis to do what he needs to do to help me with Kinsley while I'm gone.
So by this point, her older daughter, who is 18, has just taken off and moved in with her boyfriend. So this guy is already tearing apart her family.
I'm gonna have you stay and help me with Kins. Brush teeth, get her vitamins in, make her a lunch for school, make her a snack.
Can I tell you something if you don't got math?
He can't even make his own lunch, and she wants him to make her daughter's lunch. You know, he seems more likely to steal her lunch and then make faces at her while he eats it. But that is the least of my concerns with this guy, and I'm very glad in this case that there's a camera crew around.
She can't spend the weekend with her dad.
Why would you say that?
But what is the problem?
I already asked him to switch. I don't understand why you don't understand that.
He should not be here,
Are you listening to anything I said?
No, he's not. He never has. Luckily, at least Molly has some sense because she ends up telling her mother to go over there and help, and by help I mean do everything. And Luis just ends up spending the vast majority of the time in his room and doesn't really do anything. And once Molly gets back, things just go downhill even further from here. He gets to a point where he just stops talking to her entirely and won't stop playing his disco music.
Are you gonna talk to me?
I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, leave me alone.
I really need you to talk to me.
Ah, I just burned my tongue on a Hot Pocket.
Luis locked himself in the guest bedroom. He's not wanting to come to bed. When I come home from work, he doesn't want to talk to me.
Wow, he sounds like the perfect husband. Well, it's okay. You only destroyed your relationship with your kids over it, so it's not that big a deal.
It's just been like this every day. He says he loves me, but he doesn't. Actions speak louder than words, and I'm just not,
Actions speak louder than words, but you know what? Discotheque speaks louder than both of them. Maybe I should get him a new speaker and he can listen to disco and he'll feel at home again.
Y'all, can we just please just... That's my speaker, and nobody wants to hear this loud music. Nobody. Just stop it. it. You're about to mash my hand. Go to the little food truck.
So if you couldn't tell, Luis is throwing this little disco tantrum all because of the owl. That's what it all boils down to. The owl was the real problem here. If it weren't for that owl, everything would have been perfect. Anyway, thanks everybody for suffering through this with me. I don't feel quite as alone. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.
It's a boys' time.
Disco, 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 disco.